Hey everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm John, and with me as always is the wonderful Angelina.
Hey, John. Hey, everybody. So glad to be here. You know, John, I was just thinking the other day about how often we're bombarded with images of overnight success stories. Like, someone just suddenly makes it.
Oh, absolutely. It's everywhere, isn't it? The grand reveal, the sudden breakthrough, the viral moment. It's almost like we're conditioned to believe that success is this one massive leap rather than a series of deliberate, often mundane steps.
Exactly. And that can be really misleading, even disheartening, for people who are consistently putting in the effort but not seeing those dramatic, immediate results. It makes you feel like you're doing something wrong.
I couldn't agree more. Today, we really want to dive into this idea that success, real, sustainable success, rarely comes from one giant leap. It's almost always built quietly through small steps taken consistently every single day. We're calling this Small Steps, Big Wins.
I love that title because it truly encapsulates the journey. You know, most people are genuinely looking for fast results. We live in an instant gratification society, right? We want to see the progress now.
Yeah, and who can blame us? We're wired for efficiency, for quick returns, but the truth is, real transformative change almost always begins with simple actions, repeated with unwavering discipline.
And this is where it gets tricky, because at first, those steps often seem too small to even matter. Like, what difference is waking up 10 minutes earlier going to make in my life? Or, reading just a few pages? That's not going to make me an expert.
It's totally counterintuitive, right? We have this grand vision, this massive goal, and then we're told to just wake up a few minutes earlier. It feels almost insulting to the ambition. Practicing a skill for just 15 minutes? That feels like barely scratching the surface.
It does, and those efforts, when you're doing them day in and day out, can feel so insignificant, especially when you can't immediately see the needle moving. The progress feels excruciatingly slow.
That's where discipline really steps in and teaches us patience. It's that quiet whisper that reminds us that growth isn't always loud or dramatic. More often than not, it's steady. It's almost imperceptible day to day, but undeniable over time.
Yeah, it's like watching a plant grow. You don't see it shoot up an inch every day, but if you look at it after a month or 6 months or a year, you're like, whoa, that's a tree now. It's been growing all along, just in its own quiet way.
Exactly. And every single one of those small steps, even the ones that feel meaningless in the moment, they do something incredibly powerful. They strengthen your confidence.
That's a huge point, John. Because when you commit to something small, like saying you'll read 5 pages, and you actually do it, you build trust in yourself. You prove to yourself that you're capable, even if it's just a tiny victory.
Right? And that trust, that belief in your own capability, that's what fuels the next small step. Every repeated action isn't just a task completed, it's a brick laid in the foundation of a new habit.
And those habits, good ones, are the true engines of progress. It's not about relying on willpower every single day, which is finite. It's about establishing routines that automatically move you closer to your goal.
Think about it. What feels ordinary today, like that 15-minute practice session or those 10 extra minutes of planning, it becomes incredibly powerful over time. It compounds.
It's the compound interest of effort, isn't it? One workout doesn't make you strong, but 100 workouts over 6 months? That's strength. One page doesn't make you knowledgeable, but 1,000 pages over a year. That's knowledge.
Absolutely. And it's more than just the physical or mental gains. One disciplined choice, consistently made day after day, week after week, it starts to shift your identity. You stop trying to be a healthy person, you become a healthy person. You're not trying to be a reader, you are a reader.
That's profound, because it's not just about what you do, but who you become through those actions. It transforms your self-perception. And when your identity shifts, your actions become almost effortless because they align with who you believe yourself to be.
So, if small steps are so powerful, why do so many people struggle with this? I mean, the topic even highlights it. The problem isn't usually a lack of ability. Most people are capable.
It's the consistency, isn't it? Or rather, the lack of it. We get excited, we start strong, we maybe even take a few big steps, but then life happens, or we don't see the immediate payoff, and we just stop.
Yeah, and that's often because we're looking for those immediate results. We expect a linear progression, and when we don't see it or we hit a plateau, we interpret that as failure or proof that our small steps aren't working.
Right. It's that mindset shift that's so crucial. Those who truly succeed, they understand that progress isn't always visible in the short term. They trust the process, they show up, even when nothing seems to change.
They understand that the real magic isn't in the size of the step, but in the regularity of it. It's the rhythm, the momentum that builds over time that creates something unstoppable.
Think about something like saving money, right? Nobody becomes a millionaire overnight. It's often years, decades even, of consistently putting away a small percentage of income. In the beginning, it feels like nothing, but over time, with compound interest, it becomes significant.
Perfect analogy. Or learning an instrument. You spend hours, days, weeks just practicing scales, chords, fundamental techniques that feel so tedious. You're not playing a concert hall on day one. But those tedious, repetitive actions are building muscle memory, dexterity, understanding.
And then one day, you look back and realize you can play that song you always dreamed of. It wasn't a sudden burst of talent. It was the accumulation of all those quiet, disciplined moments.
So, for our listeners who are feeling stuck or maybe overwhelmed by a big goal, what's the first small step they can take right now? What's the simplest way to get started?
I think it's about identifying one thing, not 5 things, not 10, just one small, almost ridiculously easy action that aligns with a bigger goal. Something you can commit to doing every single day for a week, without fail.
Yeah, keep it manageable. If your goal is to write a book, don't say you're going to write a chapter a day. Maybe it's write for 10 minutes or write 100 words. The point is to make it so easy you can't say no.
Exactly. And the beauty of that is, once you consistently do that ridiculously easy thing, you build confidence. You prove to yourself, hey, I can actually do this. And then, maybe you naturally feel like doing a little more.
The momentum starts to build organically. It's not about forcing yourself, it's about nudging yourself. And then that nudging becomes easier, more natural, almost automatic.
And it's okay if you miss a day, that's part of being human. The key isn't perfection, it's consistency over time. If you miss a day, just get back on track the next. Don't let one misstep derail the entire journey.
That's crucial. Too often people have this all-or-nothing mentality. Oh, I missed my workout today, so the whole week is ruined. No, just pick it up tomorrow. That flexibility is actually part of sustainable discipline.
Absolutely. It's about resilience, really. The ability to bounce back and keep showing up. Because those big wins that everyone chases, they're not miracles, are they? They're really just the inevitable reward for discipline, patience, and unwavering commitment to those small actions.
You hit the nail on the head. If you're waiting for some perfect moment, some grand inspiration to strike, you'll probably be waiting forever. The perfect moment is now to take that small step.
And then tomorrow you take another, and honestly, it might feel a bit monotonous for a while. You might not see dramatic shifts, but trust us, one day you will look back.
And that's the moment of revelation. You'll look back at all those tiny, seemingly insignificant actions, and you'll realize, wow, those small steps changed everything. They built this entirely new reality.
It's incredibly powerful to think about. From the smallest seed, with consistent watering and care, grows a mighty tree. It's the same with our goals and our lives.
So, we really encourage all of you listening today, don't underestimate the power of the small. Identify one tiny action you can commit to daily, starting right now. Give it a shot for a week, then a month, and just observe what happens.
You might just surprise yourself with the incredible momentum you build. It's not about the size of the step, but the journey created by taking many small steps.
That's a perfect way to put it, Angelina. Thanks so much for sharing your insights today. This was a really inspiring conversation.
Always a pleasure, John. And to all our listeners, thank you for tuning in. We hope this helps you on your journey to those big wins, one small step at a time.
We'll catch you next time. Keep taking those small steps, everyone. You got this.